Hey, what's good, everybody? This is the Protroversy podcast where we talk music, sports, culture, and whatever we feel like talking about. I go by
Sure.
MARCIE, and this is.
Your boy AllMity, what up with it, man?
Hey, what's good, man? How's everything been?
Man, just got back from Atlanta. It was a good weekend with the fam. It was for a
Yeah,
funeral, but it was a good weekend overall.
I see seeing all your people,
Yeah, you
just getting
feel
to
me?
touch base. Nah, for sure, for
Exactly.
sure. It's been an eventful weekend too.
Yeah,
You
in
know,
general, it's just been a little wild. It threw me off a couple times.
I
How
know
you?
you got that. You got that text. I was like, yo, you
Yeah,
see this Luka?
yeah. How you feeling about it, bro? Do you think it makes sense for both teams?
The Luka trade makes sense. Honestly, it does make sense for both teams, in my opinion.
How do you see it?
Uh, because obviously, like you would think that the Lakers won. Not even think the Lakers won the trade for sure.
See, that's interesting because I think the Mavericks won the trade.
Mm. Is
So
it?
let me hear your thought process.
I would say Lakers won the trade because now they have someone who's willing to score where LeBron could take the back seat. Where AD, we know AD is nice. Of course he is, but he wasn't every game guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not only the injuries, like he wouldn't, to me, it seemed like he wouldn't show up every game. Where now you have a consistent 32 to 40, we'll say 27 to 40
Yeah.
point score a game.
Almost triple double averaging.
Almost triple double to where you have to assume LeBron dropped a triple double, 30-point triple double against the Knicks. He don't want to do that.
Yeah, he's been saying that for years. He's ready to hand everything over to
Yeah,
AD.
take a back seat until we get to the playoffs. And when we get to the playoffs, it's my time.
Yeah,
So that's why I say the Lakers, in my opinion, won the trade. Why do you think the Mavs won the trade?
I said the Mavs won the trade only because I think it gives Kyrie his space because that fit over there, it's good. It worked to get them to the finals for some reason, but it's not a consistent fit like you're saying. Like I don't even know. They caught lightning in a bottle last year. I don't think that's easy to create again. But also, when it comes down to injuries and not playing this year, I feel like AD might be more available than Luka, and I feel like if someone inside the team knows that trend, they saying that Luka's been out of shape and his conditioning is off. I could see that with my eyes. They know deeper than me, so I believe them.
Yeah, you believe it? See,
I
it's hard for
believe it.
me. It's hard for me to see, like, tell what's rumor and what's true, but obviously they didn't get rid of him for no reason.
Yeah. They
You would
said that he was.
assume.
They said he was up to 270. They're saying he's the seventh heaviest player in the NBA. I don't believe that.
I seen something where they're saying that they had an issue with alcohol too,
That
but them European guys a little different, bro.
I'm just let the dude cook.
They different, you know what I'm saying? Jokic comes in out of shape all the time.
Yeah,
And no one says nothing to him. You know what I mean?
but
Like
but
them old
Jokic is
players.
available though.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
I
yeah.
guess that's the biggest difference. If you starting to get out of shape and you unavailable, they're like, bro, what are we even risking it for? I
Yeah.
heard the fear is they don't want another Zion situation.
And I could see that.
Yeah.
And I was gonna like equate that to like the players in the 90s, because even Michael was smoking cigars, but
Oh yeah,
he was playing though. So I
balling.
guess that is different. You made the point that like,
That's
yeah,
the
if you're
whole
not, you
difference.
could do what you want, but if you're not available, then you kind of can't. And I get like I get the whole Zion comparison because you don't want to lose that money.
Yeah.
Now, do you think with the whole contract thing, do you think it was them covering their ass in a sense to not have to pay that extension? Do you think it was spite, or do you think like which way are you leaning? Like, were they frustrated with him and like, hey, we're not giving him this money, or and like kind of like it is what it is, even though
It
he's been your
seems,
guy? Because it seems kind of dirty.
but it seems dirty. But honestly, it's one of those business decisions where it's like they knew it was gonna feel dirty, but they like, bro, honestly, for investment for the future and this whole second apron thing they talking about. So it's like, what are the odds that you're gonna be able to add a supermax player getting paid $345 million on his
Yeah,
contract and then add a third star? I think that was much less likely.
yeah, for sure. But it just seems like, man, this is your guy. Like,
No, it
you
felt like he
gotta.
was going down the trajectory of Nowitzki. Like it seemed like that was what they were recreating, but
Yeah.
Mark Cuban sold his stake and everything went crazy.
Nah, for sure. To me, it feels a little shady, but like from your perspective and point of view, I definitely understand to where it's like you do have to think about the investment
Yeah,
and be like, are we willing to pay this guy 345 million? But playing both sides of that, he
I
is
get
only
it.
what 24. He could change it
Yeah,
around. It's not
I,
like he's just stuck. That's why everyone's giving Zion the chance because they're like, bro, you're still young. Like,
yeah. But to be fair, but that's why I am with you too in a way because I feel like one of the best chances he has to turn this thing around is to get on the team with LeBron, who is like the premier get your body in shape, keep your body in shape guy. Like that's the only
mm,
dude that could really. He should if he was on a team with Zion, it would probably be the same. It's just really who he feels
yeah.
like building up is who he's gonna build up.
You start getting the habits of LeBron, right? Because you could assume
Yeah,
LeBron is probably one of top 5 healthiest players in the league.
yeah. And
Like,
then you would be around that guy all the time. And you said that's your favorite player, so I'm sure he'll just be soaking in all the information he could about that type of stuff. I would
yeah,
hope.
nah, that for sure makes sense. And then it's like for the Lakers, if you do hear like the out of shapeness, the drinking, it's like you kind of give LeBron the yo, like help
Yeah.
him get right, please. Like
Yeah, pretty much.
help him get right to help you.
Yeah.
Realistically, because have we ever really seen a super in shape Luka? Because Zion will
His,
get in shape, but he'll
yeah.
lose
He'll
it. He'll
lose it.
lose
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but he'll beat it. You'll see Zion, you like, oh nah, boy is in shape. But I don't know if I ever seen Luca on some like, oh
I've
nah,
never been
he's
like, wow, he's looking there's a time he looked skinny and it's like that didn't even look healthy though. It looked like he just lost mad weight, but I'm like, I don't know if I like that either.
yeah, like it's
He
not
doesn't
muscular or nothing.
yeah, he
It's just
doesn't
like,
lift weights.
bro,
It don't look like he even rocks with
nah.
the weights like that, which is
But
crazy.
how many ballers you know growing up where like they're like, oh yeah, I'm not lifting no weights. I'm just balling, bro.
Yeah, that's how they were at a point. But once all the homies, any of my homies that went far was lifting weights.
Yeah, for sure.
All
For
the homies
sure.
that was got maybe 1 year in college or maybe no college, they wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah. But going into crazy trades so far, how you feeling about De'Aaron Fox with the Spurs?
I feel like it's a good addition, and they didn't have to get rid of the what's his name, this Castle guy. What's his name?
Castle, yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out
they
to
saying
UConn.
they were saying that was a big retention for them because if they would have lost him, then it would have kind of evened out. But having another player that's going to grow in De'Aaron that's already going, that's a good squad they could put together.
Yeah, for sure. So who do you think won in that? Do you think I know it's a 3-team trade, but
The
let's compare
Kings,
just the two, the Kings or the Spurs. You think the Kings won that trade?
the Kings got Levine paired back with DeRozan, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what that means for Sabonis.
I think that
Uh,
helps Sabonis a bit.
he has some more experienced player, and there's obviously going to be chemistry because Demar and Levine got a couple years together, so they probably
Yeah.
cool at least. There could be a situation that could
That's
actually
what
be a cool three.
because a lot of people are just thinking. I feel like that the Spurs won that, and it's
Yeah,
like if you really think of like talent wise, yeah, De'Aaron Fox is nice. Don't get me wrong, he's elite,
yeah,
and he's going with Wemby, who is looking like a top 10 player in the league already. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
you got Castle coming, but if you think of like longevity and solid team, or like that Raptors team that won the championship.
yeah.
That Kings team is starting to mold themselves into looking like that team because you can't forget about Malik Monk. He's been balling too.
That's a sneak. Yeah,
He's been balling too. Herder's all right. You know what I'm saying? They got a
they
team.
got a team. They absolutely have a
They
team. They
got a
just been
team.
like because of what happened with the coach firing and whatever has been going on over there. They kind of been overlooked, but they not whack at all.
Yeah,
Sabonis
nah.
didn't make All Star again, which is weird. It's like certain things with that team they just get overlooked too much.
They do. They do. But you gotta think too, this is probably the one of the best teams they've had in a long time.
Yeah, they
Talent
definitely got to go
wise.
all in at this point. Y'all got
Yeah, talent
three,
wise, I
two
can't
stars and a great closer. It's like you got to go all in.
for sure. For sure. And I don't think DeMar needs the ball. For the
He
most
doesn't.
part, he don't need the ball. Like
I don't even know
so
if he needs to start. That's a whole nother thing, though. Not
nah,
even saying
nah.
that he's whack. I'm just saying that
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
could control the second unit. He could be a great 6 man of the year. I could see that for him in his
He
future.
could, but he's still a starter, bro. He's still a
I,
starter. Don't do
I
that
ain't
to
mad at
don't
him.
do
I'm
that to
not mad at.
DeMar. Don't do that to
No, he not.
nah,
If they could do it
nah.
to Melo, bro. They can do it to
Nah,
Lamar.
DeMar ain't there yet though.
How old is he?
DeMar ain't there yet. He probably like 34,
Give him
35
another year.
maybe.
Give him another year
35.
on the starters, and then you have that
Yeah.
conversation with him.
Lastly, on the basketball talk, man,
The most important one, bro.
does Jimmy ever leave the Heat or nah?
Oh, I was thinking about Mo Bamba getting waived, but we could talk about that too. We could talk about that
Not
too.
Mo. Mo got waived.
It's
No.
all good. It's
Oh
all good.
no. Mo.
Jimmy,
Mo, we
Jimmy
fuck
played
with you,
us.
Mo.
Jimmy played us though because we thought he was ready to go,
Mm,
and then, like you said, they had the Warriors joint on the table.
yeah.
He told them that he would not resign. I don't
He said,
understand what
bro.
that's about.
He looked around. He said, listen, I'm about to be 36, 37, bro. This team ain't looking like it.
Yeah.
This ain't looking like send me to Denver, send me to Milwaukee. Don't send me to no Golden State. Not now. Steph on
Which
his
is
way
so
out. Like, nah.
it's so crazy because literally 2 weeks it was any team except what was the exception?
I can't remember.
But basically he was like any team, he just don't want to be home at this point.
Yeah.
But now he's starting to get a little more specific. Like what is it the actual situation in Miami? I don't get it.
I don't think anyone knows. They keeping it closed. Like I know that as a Heat fan, I could see Pat Riley. It goes Pat's way. And Jimmy
Yeah.
is a type of personality where it goes his way too. So that's gonna clash automatically.
Yeah.
But if I'm Jimmy, I'm definitely making the right decision too, because I am at the end of my career.
Yeah.
So I'm not just going anywhere.
No, that
Like
makes sense. You have
you're
to take your
bugging.
time with it.
Yeah. And to just tell, like, I would tell teams too, because he were probably like, all right, we're gonna get some pieces. He's like, yo, just so you know, they probably didn't even think he was gonna shake the room like that. And he was just like, yo, just so you know, if I get traded to you, I'm not coming back. Like
that adds a whole nother layer to this thing.
it gives him leverage. It gives him leverage, you know.
When that contract is done, he could always just go anywhere, and the Heat get nothing out of it.
Exactly.
So that would be a very interesting situation.
It's gonna be a tough one. I can't. It's hard to say where Jimmy would fit to. As a Jimmy fan, many bridges seem. I don't know if it's realistic. They seem to have been burned. So I don't know how that goes either. Because even with the Warrior situation, it's like, all right, cool. But what happens when you get in that first fight with Draymond?
That's what it's always gonna be.
Because that's too like you have to match his personality with the right people, because he's not a bitch, so he's not backing down to nobody.
Yeah, nah.
And you also can't have him with nobody soft, because he's punking them and gonna hurt their feelings, like back in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I
So
also
it's
don't even
like
know
his is a hard one to judge. Like,
he's cool with Embiid and stuff. I don't even know if that could work again, because they already missed their window with the Tobias Harris thing. You already offended him.
He's cool with Embiid until Embiid decides I'm not playing back to backs.
Yeah,
you know, because Jimmy, I'm not comparing him skill wise. Jimmy has a very Kobe type mentality, though.
Yeah, in
where
terms
if
of
you're not on his level, he's not fucking with you.
Yeah, he don't respect everybody.
He don't. Nah.
You gotta earn that.
Nah, you gotta earn that. Like,
yeah.
And I get it, because you're trying to win.
Yeah.
You know, we're not here to play. We're here to win. Like, and that's why Miami has gone so far on his back. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because they haven't really given him the best pieces. They've always been able to work with undrafted picks or a deep second round.
Yeah.
Like, they've been figuring it out somehow.
And the players who match him will match him. You never hear Bam say anything bad about Jimmy. You never hear Tyler Hero say anything bad. You don't hear Jaquez say anything bad about Jimmy. You know what I mean? They know what time it is. Like, we here to win.
Yeah.
Like, if you not, but we know across the NBA that's not the same for everybody. Because even when they were talking Houston, I'm like, I don't know if they ready for Jimmy.
Yeah, that's too many youngins, bro.
He'll go crazy. He'll go crazy in that motherfucker. Yeah,
let them be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's tough with him because, like you said, he is a tough player to move. I'm trying to think which.
He's a type A personality, and you have to match it. Like, I think he could play with Dame. Dame and Giannis, I do think he could play with Dame and Giannis.
And what I was seeing is that Giannis is not untouchable.
Yeah.
from what I
For sure.
understand. They were
For
looking at
sure.
trading them for Luka. They were asking why you never called them. I saw that. There's a few calls. The Warriors asked why they didn't call about Luka. But I guess whatever Pelinka did with that trade, it was all under the wraps. Nobody knew about it till it
It
happened.
had to
For
be the
real.
homies just being like,
Yeah.
yo, should we do this?
Let's fuck him up real quick, my boy.
Crazy day, man. Crazy day in the NBA, man. Crazy.
Man.
Crazy days and days to come. We'll see.
On the 6th, we'll see how this ends.
Grammys just happened past weekend. How you feeling about them? How'd you feel about the whole thing?
It was dope. I was fucking with how Doechii got the rap album of the year. She actually was going crazy this year. One of the top performers.
Yeah.
Cowboy Carter, you know, she got her thing off, and then of course Kendrick.
Man,
it was a good day.
Man, yeah, performances were actually good too, man. Do you think speculation? Beyonce knew she was winning, right?
You know, I don't know if she knew, but it was definitely, if she did, that was a great act. It was a great act.
Because I'm always just like, yo, mad cameras on her. Like she might, she might have not known, but I feel like you could sense like it's me.
But it's been kind of weird though, because like even for the Country Music Awards, she wasn't really invited. Certain things is like she wasn't sure how accepted she was in the community, so I guess it might have been a little thrown off.
Yeah, for sure.
With the Grammys, I feel like they're more open though. That's not the Country Music Awards. This is complete music listeners. They rock with it.
What's crazy too is imagine being an artist at the level of Beyonce and then feeling like you're not invited. Like,
which is crazy.
She's better than everybody. Most people, 99% of that room, she better than.
Yeah,
absolutely. So what are we talking? What
I'm sure even a lot of them are probably inspired by her. They just make a different genre.
Exactly. now, this is where I was thinking too, because it is funny, like, like I said, with all how the show is set up. Yeah. Ironic that Taylor Swift was the one to say the award.
They probably set it up because
they set that up. Yeah.
As a sidebar, you saw Kanye. Apparently, he unfollowed everybody except for Taylor Swift on the day of the Grammys. That was one of the inside jokes. So I'm like, I don't know what thing, but he got kicked out of the Grammys because you saw what his girl was wearing.
Yeah, I seen it.
They got kicked out for indecent exposure.
That was kind of OD though,
bro.
Let's be honest. But that's Ye though. That's
absolutely out of pocket.
That's what he does.
Your wife to come out like that with the whole vagina exposed. Yeah. I love you, Kanye, but I don't get it. Couldn't be my wife.
But maybe it was. I mean, sometimes you just want the reaction, I guess.
Yeah, you know what he do. That's probably one of the best photo shoots ever because it's just the people's faces were probably in confusion.
Yeah, for real. But Kendrick winning 5 Grammys off a diss track is crazy.
Off of diss tracks, never.
Yo, if I'm Drake, I'm sick.
Yo, I think they were saying it's been like I don't even know if a rap song has been rap album of the year. They were saying like Coolio was nominated back in 90 something, but he didn't win it. He lost to Change the World by someone. But that's crazy that you're saying the diss track was the song of the year.
Diss track, bro. Now, does this? You gotta assume Drake is coming with some crazy shit. He not just laying down, right?
I don't. This morning, he announced his Party Next Door collab album. You seen that?
Nah, I didn't. I'm excited. I'm gonna listen to that for sure.
I'm gonna bump it because he's talking about it's a Valentine's Day thing. So let's see if he throws in any slide jabs. I don't know how you fit any jabs into a Valentine's Day album, but you know Drake. Drake is a smart guy.
Yeah, he is. He is, and I'm curious, like, because he doesn't give me a fold in music type guy. Like, I feel like it has to fuel the fire. Not only all the Grammy winnings, because you have to assume that the label had a little bit to do with that.
Absolutely.
I mean, winning them Grammys, like
even with the popularity of the song, because the Grammys is really just a popularity contest. Whichever song you heard the most is probably what you're gonna vote for when you get the ballot.
Yeah. But you gotta assume like he's going for everybody, because you're not. I know how petty I am. If a whole crowd of people is saying A minor while he won,
Listen,
I'm watching. I'm running. Yo, I'm rewinding it, seeing who said that. Who was singing in the crowd? Everybody
literally,
getting it. Everybody
look,
getting it.
they said Dr. Dre turned to Lucian Grange, who's the head of UMG, and gave him a high five. I
I
said,
seen it.
"Oh shit, that's
I,
painful."
yeah, it's crazy.
Because that's his label owner, not like it's just Kendrick. That's like the dude that signed me is cheering for the other dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
mm,
50 said it. He
mm.
said, labels do that. They pin people against each other because it's best for the label.
Yeah,
Because
for the
they
overall
both, yeah,
business,
for the
both
overalls.
numbers are going up. Yeah,
Yeah. Now Kendrick is a sly one though, because the whole time I'm like, you think of the Grammys, you're like everybody's dressed nice.
yeah,
And I was like, yo, hold up, bro, is denim on denim? Like, what's going on
it's
with
a
this?
little
And
different.
then you think like, hold up, what's that shit called? A Canadian tuxedo?
Petty,
Bruh. This guy won't stop.
it's petty, bro.
And
I
then
don't
you
know.
went all five Grammy. Yo, he's holding the Grammys like this in the outfit, like all five of them, bro. I would be furious. Drake is nice. I think
Listen,
he comes with something right there that had to be like, nah, we in the studio right now. Ain't no way he doing this.
yo, the fire is fueled, bro. I
It's
don't know what's
fueled,
coming
bro. It
next.
has to be.
I don't know what's coming next after this Valentine's Day album, but this summer,
Uh,
bro, this
it,
summer is up. I already know.
It's up this summer, man. It's up. And honestly, for
Yeah,
fans, obviously there's all those legal things. You don't want to see
yeah.
somebody be called what he was called, none of that. But for fans, we might get some of the best music of the summer.
Look, and at
We
this
might
point,
get, we might
w-
get it.
with that song being played at the Grammys, they might be added to this lawsuit pretty soon. We don't know
What?
who. It's about to get deeper. Y'all keep playing with my boy. He just gonna keep adding your name to the list.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, watch that shit, and he rewinded to see
Mhm.
who was saying that.
Who
I
said A
know.
minor? Taylor
I ain't got.
Swift said A minor. It's a
Bro,
wrap.
Beyonce was singing that
It's a
shit. I would
wrap,
have,
bro.
that would have, bro, my heart would have been like, nah,
Hmm.
for real?
I'm gonna have to collab with Ye
Eh,
on this one,
I
bro.
can't, my, his trust level had to go rock bottom, bro. He don't trust
Yeah,
nobody, bro. He
everybody
not,
fake right now.
everybody fake right now, dog. Everybody fake. Because it
Yo,
is off of like, there's no, I mean, I don't know no one personally. To me, it seems untruthful. Doesn't seem like it's
it has
real.
nothing has been
There's
confirmed.
nothing's been confirmed. So for like everybody to sing that about somebody and it's not even a confirmed real thing, I'd be pissed the
It's
fuck off,
very
bro.
saddening. Very
Out
saddening.
here, so yeah, but like I said, that project is gonna be they
Yeah,
might have woke the beast up. I mean,
flames,
before
bro.
he was woken, this shit put the cherry on top, without a doubt, man.
Yeah,
Without a doubt, for sure.
round two.
Round two. Round two. But
Yes, sir.
while watching this, I seen a lot of, and I only got to see clips so far, but I watched as many
Mhm.
as I can because like we stream stuff. We don't got no cable over here, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
a
be honest.
different time.
We ain't got no
It's a
cable over
different
here.
time, bro.
We got 30 streaming sites, no cable. You know what I mean?
They might as well
But
just bring the cable
it was
back. But you're
interesting to see how much Kai Cenat was part of the
right, man.
Grammys, and it makes me think like now in 2025, is a cosign from a major streamer more beneficial than a cosign from a major artist?
It's funny you brought this up because that was something that it came up yesterday in conversation as well. Where I think that like he is the ultimate cosign because he gives off like a variety show. What he does on his streams is like a variety show, similar to like I didn't agree with it when they first said it. They said similar to Soul Train, but it's not Soul Train. But I get what they're saying, and where you could
I
pull
can
up and you
Yeah.
get all the information from that type of stuff you like. You get some games, you get some music, you get some artists on there that you like some interview questions. You just get to see
Mm-hmm.
people be silly, like the real version of people.
Well, I
So
think that's the biggest takeaway, right? Is that there's some artists that are like, and I think that's just the internet nowadays. Is that you don't see the polished versions of people, you see the real
yeah,
side of people, and it almost grows your fan base even more
yeah, it makes
because
you
like
relatable.
you're more relatable instead of like that. that Photoshop picture next to like in vacation homes or some shit like that. Now they're seeing your actual like, yo, oh, I like this music, but he a funny guy. Like I like her music, but like she's silly too. Like that, I could really, I could fuck with that. You know, so she like the same thing
Exactly.
I like. Nah, for sure. I think it is, man. I think getting a co-sign from a streamer is bigger right now than a major artist in the sense that look at Tweakers with
Yeah,
Jello. That
that was almost. We would have never known about that without that
what's
stream.
that? What's his name? Neon.
Yeah,
He was the one who pretty much broke the record.
the label's got to tap in with my boy Neon.
He broke the record. Like once he played that, he was chilling with Neon. That shit blew up.
Yeah, that's all the streamers was asking where they could find that. So then he had
Yeah.
to expedite the process. I'm sure he just made that song for fun. He ain't think about having to drop
Nah,
it
he
every
ain't
time.
know it was gonna be all that. Like he was probably like, let me get my music out there, but I would assume he didn't know it was gonna be what it's about. It just
Yeah.
did,
He had
you
to
know.
rush that. It looked like they just did a quick photo shoot. I think he actually said Lonzo took the picture. That's the photo. They edited it, but Lonzo's the one that took the picture that ends up being the album art. I'm like, it's crazy. They literally just did some family shit and it
Yeah,
went crazy.
yeah. And shit, they've been keeping shit in the family, so I guess it's nothing new, right?
That's the
Like
play.
it's
That's
just
the play.
support. It's just support. But yeah, it's wild to think. And the reason I also bring this up is that I saw an interview with Kai Sanat and Money Long, how she said, "Hey, yo, when you shouted out my song, like it boosted it so much. She's like
Yeah,
the numbers went crazy, and it's just like to think, like, damn, like these streamers' reach
man.
is it's bigger than the labels, bro. Even
Because the kids is locked in on these
they locked
streamers.
in,
But
they
then on
locked
the
in.
other, let me argue why the artists are losing all their leverage. I think with all this
Mm.
stuff going on with like Diddy and different people being implicated and whatever's going on in society where the celebrities are kind of being questioned. Nobody's really the old celebrities are losing their leverage because we're not sure who they are anymore. We don't fully trust them. We don't look up to them how we used to.
Mm.
So
And
that's another reason.
that is a good point. And then, you know, just to bring it full circle, that's a good point of how the streaming stuff is raw, in which you get there
Hmm.
is no editing in that. It's raw
Yeah,
live. Like this is who they are. And then you looked up to all these people that you've looked up to, and you find out behind the scenes, like there might be some weird shit going on. And it's like you said, like the older acts, they might be losing the leverage of like, hmm,
we
like, what
don't.
were you on? Because even when, you know, for example, I posted a when I posted a video, I don't want to really say that because it was disrespectful, but like
Yeah,
of one of the music moguls passing, and they were like, oh, and somebody commented like, why are you posting this? They're probably on some weird. They're probably on some weird shit. It's like people are automatically assuming if you were famous and a little older that you were on some weird shit.
yeah.
You
And
know?
like there are little stories, but it's like I don't think everything is public knowledge. People hear these little stories about people and they don't know if it's true, so they don't put too much weight on it. But some people
Yeah,
hear these small stories and give it. It's like back to the pedophile thing. Some people are now thinking Drake is a pedophile, and there's no
yeah.
proof that Drake is a pedophile. It's just,
Exactly.
it's
There's
just been
none.
a widely
It's
spread
just a
rumor.
song that blew up to where he said it, and then you know I don't know the ends of like where he got that from. I think you're
Yeah,
saying like some people in his camp might be on some shit like that. Like, but even that's
uh,
all hearsay.
yeah, nothing's confirmed. So it's
Nothing's
like,
confirmed. So it's like, yeah, but that's the internet, right? You
yeah,
say fucking somebody could say, yo, like, I seen Jesus in my backyard just walk on water. And they'd be like, oh, for real? And somebody could AI some shit and people,
literally,
you
bro.
have 100,000 people believing that shit. Like,
And 100,000 people arguing against it. It's like whatever you
yeah,
do, it could as long as it's information that people can't be sure about, is going to create conversation.
for sure. And especially in the time and age of what we're in right now and what's going on in the world, a
Yeah,
lot of speculation, a lot of what if. And
yeah,
what's ironic about it is a lot of it is fallacy, a lot of it is fake.
yeah.
But then you get those tidbits that are true, and you're like, damn.
And that's what I was just thinking, because I'm like,
Ah.
someone could say that somebody's walking on water in their backyard, and I can't say that they not, because what's going on in this world right now, I could believe that there's probably at least 3 people out there doing this. I could believe it, because they saying the
Nah,
aliens is coming back. Why isn't there a guy walking on
for
water?
you know what I mean? It's crazy. Shit is so crazy. They said aliens is back and no one even cared.
You feel me? Because I don't. 3 planes crashed last week. I still took my flight. I don't got time for this. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm a nervous flyer. I was nervous for you, but I ain't want to say it. I ain't want to say it because you know,
Bro.
last thing you want is somebody telling you, like, "Yo, you good on that flight?" Like,
Yo,
you know what I mean?
literally an hour after I landed in Atlanta, a flight crashed in Philadelphia. I'm like, bro, how often are
Bro,
they gonna
that one
crash?
was crazy too,
How
man.
you feel me?
Yeah, and I'm like a mental, like I meditate and stuff, and like, yo, I gotta stop watching that shit because I feel
Bro.
like it's starting to get. I'll be sad and shit, yo. I'm like, all
Yo,
right,
that's
man,
because you're
like,
realizing those people in the air have no chance.
no chance, bro, no chance. Even did you see there was another flight in Houston that like I don't know something blew up before it took off, and it's like, bro,
Yeah.
what is going on,
They
dog?
had to
Like,
get them off that flight, like the wing
yeah,
exploded
something
or
popped.
something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
man,
You starting to
I
think,
don't
man.
know.
And then you got that. You got, this ICE situation, like all
Yeah,
our shout out to our Mexican people, protesting because it is wild,
yeah,
it's
they
just
going
so
crazy in
much
LA.
going on right now. It's like you can't you can't even it feels like you're getting suffocated with information. That's why like the internet is good, but it's also like I feel for me especially like I'm knowing too much right now.
Yeah,
Like I
all
have
that to
too much
say,
access.
all that to really say that if somebody was walking on water, it would probably go right over our heads.
He said probably happened yesterday, bro.
Exactly.
It probably
I
happened
think I
yesterday.
actually read that, but
Yeah, for real.
it's all good.
For real. Well, man, that's another episode, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. We talked a little bit of the basketball trade, some of the music, the Grammy stuff that's going on, and
Yeah,
the internet is a crazy place.
it's taking over.
Just know that the internet is a crazy place. And if you're going to believe something, at least back it up and find another source. Don't just find Twitter and TikTok, please.
And also feel free to take internet sabbaticals, 30 days, well, however
Yes.
long you need it to be, just to
Yeah.
delete your social media. But make
Shit.
sure you watch Protroversy podcast during those 30 days. That's very
Exactly.
important.
Because we'll keep you up to date on the cool
You
slide
feel me?
side slick. You know what I mean? It don't got to be.
Lock in.
We're not gonna make you all sad and shit, like, you know what I mean? So lock
Yeah.
in. So like we always say, tell your cousin, tell your grandma, tell your uncle, your brother, your sister, everybody about the Protroversy podcast. One more
Yeah.
time, man. I'm Marcy. This is
Your boy AllMity. And this is the
and we are
Protroversy podcast. I appreciate y'all.
peace. Like, sub, comment, all of that. See y'all later, man.